Hello, welcome. This is going to be a general reading for everyone for the new moon in Virgo 2019 here at the very end of August 2019. So let's see what we got going on here. If you want a personal reading for the new moon, please let me know. I'll give you the information for that. Alright, I'm using the Animal Wisdom Tarot today, along with the Zodiac Oracle and a bunch of cards. We're going to use a bunch of cards. Alright, just finish shuffling these out. Some themes for us. Scorpio reversed, air reversed. Okay. What else? Some color cards. I'm going to use the Mystic Mudra deck. I haven't used that for YouTube in a while. And so I have to let you know, I do not recommend you doing these yoga poses if you are not at the right skill level to do them. Please do not do these yoga poses unless you are at the proper skill level to do them. There's an affirmation on them that's safe to practice, should be pretty safe to say, to sing, to write, to use, regardless of what your yoga skill level is. But before you do the yoga pose, please check in with a qualified health professional and make sure that it is safe for you to do that. All right. Silver and gold. We have silver and gold. So, silver is be persistent, gold is attract abundance. Also going to do an Angels of Abundance card, maybe a couple. Goddess card, Oshizan. That one popped right out. Bountiful Nature. Three, okay. Okay. So let's see. Let me pause and look at what we've got on the cloth so far. Air reversed and Scorpio reversed. So that's pretty interesting. Because this is an earthy new moon. And Scorpio is a water sign. Air, the element air is, air. But we have air, and it's reversed, indicating a blockage or imbalance within these energies. So this could be related to travel, or it could be related to the mental body, to thoughts, thinking, and or communication. And honestly, I guess that's starting to make more sense, or like tied in. It's starting to be more tied into the Virgo new moon, because Virgo has a reputation. The sign itself, not people per se, but the sign itself of Virgo has a reputation of being a little bit over analytical, a little bit critical, very, very focused on the details of things. Okay. So, I want to be careful not to get too over analytical, too critical or self-critical, negative thinking, self-talk, that kind of stuff. That card's showing up indicating blockages and imbalances that are there, because it's a good time to place the intent and take action to heal them. And Scorpio, the 8th house, is the house that is sort of like the it's not just this, but part of what it governs is like the swampy regions of the planet. It's like the icky stuff that we don't want to look at in the subconscious. Our, the secrets, things we hide from ourselves, our shadow side. And it's also transformation. It's also, don't get me wrong, Scorpio is a great sign. It has a lot of wonderful things to it. But part of it is that stuff that people don't really want to look at. So it's also sexuality and the act of sex, sexual merging. It's deep emotional connections. It's joint money situations, loans, inheritances, group funding, but especially like partnership things, but it can be like group funding also. It's it's magic, it's creation, it's transformation, okay? It's our power or abuse of power. So let's see what else we have here. Okay, let's look at the Mystic Mudra cards. We have Rooster Pose. I am confident and assert myself with gentleness and ease. Okay, so there's the thing. Some of us may have been asserting ourselves and misusing our power to our own detriment and or in a way that hurts other people by kind of over asserting ourselves, being too forceful, being too passionate, right? Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto, power and passion. So it can be that way when it's, blocked and there's an imbalance there. And then air, in the way we communicate. So if that resonates to you, here's a message with an affirmation that you can say to yourself and try to readjust yourself in that way to correct that imbalance or blockage and heal that energy. It's, I am confident and assert myself with gentleness and ease. Gentleness and ease. The other one is Standing Half-Bound Lotus. And it says, I am safe and secure. I have what I need. I am safe and secure. I have what I need. So, with the Scorpio energy being reversed like that, we may have been feeling scarcity and fear, feeling like we didn't have what we needed. But that can change. That can change. Okay. We have Cat, Knower of Secrets. This is the 2 of Major Arcana. This would be the High Priestess. This has to do with, our superconscious, really reconnecting to our power in a positive way. Empowerment has to do with our intuition and being able to trust our intuition. We have Camel, Seeker of Branches. So this is the Fire Rods Wands suit, Seeker, the Knight, I think. It's the Knight. I'm going to look it up, see if it's the Knight or the Page. For some people, this could be referring to a person, a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or it could be talking about those energies within your own chart, if that's one of your signs. Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, Rising sign, Venus, Mars, however it's aspected in your chart, might be speaking to you in that way. It can also be, I feel like it's also, for some people, the message here is that we've just gone through Leo season and like a lot of fiery energies, and coming into Virgo energies now. There's an energy of like integrating that with the cat card here and then that camel card. It's like integrating it. Take a moment to integrate it, to relax, shift and change gears at the right speed so you don't stall your vehicle. I'm sorry if I'm making this complicated for some people. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't, avoid falling into that Virgo trap of overthinking things, okay? Even if I am a little bit wordy, because I feel like I'm talking to different sets of people right now. And some of them are like, what the heck is she talking about? This is complicated. Whereas some people are like, that's their language. Just take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate, don't worry about it. That part of the message is for somebody else. You have Peach, inhale a breath of life. We had air reversed as well. If you are having any issues with breathing, with your lungs, with allergies, with respiratory things, it's a good time to get it straightened out. Also, sensuality. If you've been feeling like you're lacking sensuality, you can bring it back into your life now, So inhale a breath of life. This could be, for some people, aromatherapy could be really great this time. But also, breathing, meditative breathing, going out where there's clean, fresh air, getting exercise, all of these things, reducing smoking or quitting smoking if you smoke, as a possibility, cleaning out, I don't know, just, there's so many ways, like toxins, poisons in the air, carcinogens from certain things that people cook, carcinogens come into the air. Look at how you can improve the quality of your air and what you're breathing here. There's also plants, house plants you can bring in your home to help purify the air. Virgo also is the sign of digestion. I just want to point that out because I had that message about like integrating, and we're sort of like digesting, I think, Leo season, moving on. Air, you want clean air for the moment. I mean, everybody wants clean air all the time, I would think, but I don't know. It's being brought up as important, and I just felt the need to bring up that digestive thing as well. Virgo and Scorpio have a lot of interesting similarities, I think, too. Or maybe it's because I have a earth sign moon that I feel this way, but I just feel like the reading might get pulled back into that Scorpio 8th house reversed energy here. All right, so we have also the Devil card in traditional tarot, Major Arcana. It's called Conditioning in the Osho Zen deck. 15 Major Arcana. And we also have the Queen of Pentacles, Flowering. So I feel like there's a message here about, maybe it's about choice for some of you. For some of you, it's a message of overcoming things that were very challenging. The Devil card has to do with addictions. It has to do with masochistic behavior. Goodness. It's getting a little bit too wild, a little bit too out of control, partying a little bit too hard. It's called Conditioning in this deck. It's kind of repressive energy. Here we have this lion. There's a story about a lion who fell asleep as a cub one day, and the shepherd picked him up and tied. It's just a story, so please, I know that the details of it are a little bit silly. Just overlook that and try to get the underlying message here. So this cub gets picked up by a shepherd while he's sleeping as a baby, and he gets brought to this flock of sheep after having some sheep wool tied on his legs. and he's raised by the sheep and the shepherd. He grows up thinking that he's a sheep, and he never really feels quite like he fits in exactly, but he doesn't know why. And the sheep and the shepherd are using him to keep away other predators, right? Because they smell the lion and they don't want to come near. And one day the lion goes to the river, and he's looking in the river, and he sees another lion come up, and the other lion, I forget the details of the end of it, but basically he finds out he's a lion. The other lion tells him, or he realizes, because he's looking at his face and it looks like the other lions, he realizes he's a lion and not a sheep. And so he's got this situation on his hand of, what does he do? Does he take revenge on the sheep and the shepherd? Does he just run away from his what sort of felt like his family, those who he grew up with, and go off with the other lion to find out what it is to be his authentic self as a lion? Does he go back and wear the sheep fur, and what does he do, right? So we all have this conditioning, this programming, that that occurred in our growing up, in our upbringing, up until this point. We all have, conditioning and things that aren't necessarily the full truth, and things that don't necessarily resonate with us, ways where we've been maybe used or abused, or felt repressed. Okay. The message here is there's no need to try not to fall into this energy of like, do what you want, free will and everything, but the message here is, because you have this beautiful Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Rainbows energy over here, flowering, which is very different energy. It's blooming, it's growth, it's prosperity, it's abundance, it's beauty, and it's grounding, it's security, it's blossoming and being appreciated for what you are, what you have, what you've done. It is material card, being the coins or pentacles. And then we have this energy of being sort of lost and confused, in a daze, and like suppressed. So I think the message here for most of us is that we're moving out of any of this sort of energy into this sort of energy, but it's something that is worked for. You've worked for certain things, and Virgo is the first harvest sign, and it's like harvest time with the Queen of with this flowering card with the Queen of Pentacles. It's harvest time. You're receiving things for your work, for your time. Okay, it's coming out of the shadows, right? This air in Scorpio reversed. It showed up reversed like this because it's time to heal the blockages and imbalances there. Come out of the shadows, come out of the darkness, come out of the depths of the swamps. Still waters run deep. That's Scorpio. Come out of the muck and clean yourself off. And also, Phoenix rising, right? Scorpio is said to be, because it's a sign of change and transformation too, it's said to be actually 3 different glyphs. I think that's how you say it. It's the scorpion, it's the eagle, and then it's the dove, or the phoenix. So it's like, get out of that scorpion territory there, and rise up through that eagle into the dove or phoenix rising type place up in the air, the heavens, so-called heavens. So yeah, and then here we have peach. Inhale a breath of life, about getting more air. I feel like this is a really long reading. I didn't mean it to be, but that's sort of the energy of Virgo sometimes like get every detail. All right. So I wanted to draw a goddess card too, so I'll do that. The angels of abundance cards you have here are bountiful nature, organized for success, and exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. So bountiful nature reads, spending time in nature helps shift you to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or hike with your pet. Meditate beneath a tree, garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with the limitless vastness. Oh, I love this. Virgo is also the sign that governs small animals. So oftentimes pets, even if they're not small, because it's also our daily habits and daily routines, and you probably take care of your pet on a regular basis, get them food, water, take them out to go to the bathroom or change their box or their shavings or whatever, right? So that's really cool that came up here about spending time with your pet. Take a walk with them. So much more there too. Meditate, just get outside, enjoy nature. Second card is organized for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, and your living and working space, as well as your finances, will help you know and plan your next action steps. And exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. The key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels, and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you'll look forward to exercising and it becomes its own reward. Okay. So, message that just came through Spirit, came through to me from Spirit, was that just because that Leo season is over and we're moving into Virgo, moving from like Leo, the sign of the child and the heart, and it's supposed to be pleasure and, fun and all of that stuff, into Virgo, which is organization and work and separating what's not useful from what is useful, and back to school and all of that kind of thing. It's not shoving all the fun out the door, shutting the door and locking it. The fun is still welcome. The fun is still welcome to be here, enjoying outdoors, having fun, when you exercise, doing what you like to do for exercise. Fun is still supposed to be there. It's just this other stuff needs to be tended to, right? Time to organize for success. Time to take care of your health. Time to, heal these blockages. Okay. So goddess cards. Be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. Diana, focused intention. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. And so persistence goes along with that pretty well, say. And success, gold. And mauve, cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. Just a couple more things here with this flowering card, the Queen of Pentacles. This could be referring to an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or it could be referring to you. Could be referring to certain things within your chart that are one of those that have one of those signs: Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Or it could just be talking about your energy, okay? But definitely a patient, mature, wise energy, of attracting abundance and working smart. Also, like taking care of yourself, appreciating nature, balancing rest and play, all come through here in this reading. All come through. Again, I'm sorry if I overcomplicated the reading and you didn't enjoy it that way. Whatever, I did my best. I hope you did enjoy it and it's useful and beneficial for you. It was a pleasure to do your reading. And happy new moon in Virgo. Take care. Be well. Namaste.